The story is old, I know, but it goes on. What up, YouTube? Ed WeskerGriff coming back with a pickup video. Going to be showing off 3 slabs. 2 of them I've had for a couple weeks that I've just been waiting for the third one to come in because each slab is from a different third-party grader. So we got one PSA, one SGC, and one CSG, which is actually going to be my first ever CSG slab in the collection. And then I also got a pretty cool Just Because package coming in from MrFisherBike that I have not opened yet. So looking forward to cracking that one on open. But the title of the video is The Story is Old, I Know, but it goes on. And the reason I titled the video that way is because the player that I'm going to be talking about that are all what the pickups are, it's Juan Soto. And if you watch, I don't know, any of my videos from the last 2 to 3 years, you guys know that I'm a huge Juan Soto loyalist. And it's cool, you know, he's so perplexing in the hobby, and as someone who has been with Soto from day one, it's been amusing but frustrating at times to see where the hobby stands on this guy. And I made the case, I want to say a couple months back, and I said fundamentally the reason why his prices are all over the place is because people are not watching the games. I have a theory. I've said it to many people. I've made it known that I believe an overwhelming majority of people who collect ultra modern baseball and modern baseball are not watching the game. And I think a majority of the speculators are not watching the game. I even think certain collectors and guys in the hobby aren't necessarily watching the game. Because if you watch the game and you watched any of Juan Soto's games, you know that this guy is legitimate. And, you know, he didn't have a lot of hype. He really did not have a lot of hype at the beginning. Acuna was the hype man. Tatis in 2019 was the hype man. And you got all these speculators dancing in the dark, trying to find the light, when Juan Soto is the flashlight. You know, he's the beacon. He's the man that saved baseball, as I once coined after the Astros series. And I don't know, it's just been, I would say this year, 2021, has just been a very bizarre year in regards to Juan Soto, in the fact that he started at a high point at the beginning of the season. You know, he started off a little slow. He was a little injured, and his prices just dipped. And they dipped and they dipped, and then they went up a little bit. Marginally, they went up a little bit. But now, you know, at the end of September here, with his body of work that was building up the entire season, it's back to, all the speculators have now jumped back on the train, and all these people are all of a sudden back in the saddle. So it's kind of really insanely bizarre to watch. But it's interesting to note, and I've talked a lot about this through private messages with many people in the community, and it's just really something to see. So enough yammering. That is 4 minutes of me just talking about Juan Soto, which is, according to Pepino Man, and probably might go 4 minutes too long. So let's get into some of these cards here. So the first card is the 2020 Topps Chrome Ben Baller. This is an SGC Gem 10. Got this from JT up on his store. Had it up there for a nice price. But the Ben Baller cards, they were retail exclusives. I never had an opportunity to buy them. I actually got into I won the raffle. I was one of the lucky ones to win the raffle. And then when I went to buy the box, lo and behold, Topps didn't have any more. So that was kind of my spear of luck in Topps related raffles or trying to get any type of retail through the Topps website in 2020. So just didn't work out. But always had this card in mind that I wanted to pick it up. And, for the price I got this card, I mean, it cost $25 alone just to get this card slabbed. So the fact that you can add it into the collection for, I think I paid, $35 or $40. That to me is a real solid price. So there's the back. But the Ben Baller, the online exclusive Soto, cool, neat looking card. So that's the SGC slab. The next card here is my first ever CSG pickup. And this is a card that, out of all the Soto cards that I have in the collection, and I do have quite a bit, especially of the Topps ilk, I don't have many of his Panini type cards. Those kind of went under the cracks and crevices, but finally rectified a mistake, and I was able to get this card. I was really, really surprised on the price that I got this card for. Got this card for well below what a PSA or a SGC or BGS similar grade would go for. But this is from 2018 Panini Chronicles. This is the Prism Soto in a CSG 9.5 Gem Mint. And it does have the subgrades there. So the subgrades are 9.5 on the centering, 9.5 on the corners, 10 on the edges, and a 9 on the surface. So I'm sure some crumb bum out there would be like, it's not a true gem, since it's not a 9.5, but I don't really care about that. So it doesn't make a difference to me. What the number there is what the number's there. But it's cool to have the subgrades, and I am trying to make a conscientious effort to pick up more CSG slabs. I've been looking a lot more in my searches for CSG slabs. A lot of them I found aren't really coming to auction. They're mostly buy it nows, and I just think it's because the value's not there. So, for example, I got this card for $90 shipped with tax, which, in my opinion, that's a steal, because the PSA Gem Mint 10 of this card, I believe, goes for around 175 to 200s. I saw SGC one go for like 160, and I think the BGS ones go for around 150 to 200. So I was able to get this card for well below what the other rival third-party graders go. And I like CSG. I think the slab is cool. The label is fine in my opinion. I think they look a lot better in person, honestly, than they do present on camera. But I have an order out to CSG that I got in with Mike O all the way back in March, and we're still waiting on it. So they have a long way to go before getting into anywhere within the sphere of the other big three third-party graders. But I don't mind picking up their slabs for cheap now. And I know I went to the Philly show specifically trying to pick up some CSG slabs. CSG was at the Philly show, and I kind of felt bad because literally nobody was over there. I went on a busy Saturday, and I may have only saw one or two people the entire time I was there walk up, which was, hopefully they go back to the Philly show. Hopefully that isn't a negative experience for them. But I was really insanely disappointed that more dealers did not have CSG slabs. Mike O told me he found one dealer that were selling a couple, but from me going around, I didn't see any, and that was disappointing. And I think the reason is because the value's not there yet for the dealers. But it's a cool slab. I'll be picking up more, especially the value gap for me, for a collector, to just get Gem Mint Soto cards in the collection. I'll do it every day. So Beautiful card there. And the final one is from 2018 Topps Updates. This is the gold in a PSA Mint 9 of the rookie debut. So I'm not going to be able... One of my goals actually at the National was to try to get the regular gold in either an 8 or a 9. But I didn't see any dealers that had an 8 or a 9. I saw a couple that had 10s, but the prices was just, you know, out of my price range. But the rookie debut is still an insanely affordable card, and I'm kind of dumbfounded what I got this for. I only paid $200. I think I got it for $200. Then with tax and shipping, it came a little bit out to, I want to say like $225 or whatever. But to me, that's still like criminally cheap for a gold rookie Soto. And I know it's the rookie debut. The rookie debuts are kind of weird in the hobby, especially with the speculators. But, you know, it doesn't make a difference to me. It's a numbered rookie Soto card. I wanted for the collection, and I didn't have it, and I'm pleased with getting the 9. I looked at the card pretty closely. I believe it's because the corner here has quite a bit of white showing, so that's probably why it got the PSA 9. But just a really, really cool Juan Soto there. So the 3 Sotos, the rookie debut, you know, the 3 third-party graders, 3 different third-party graders, PSA, SGC, and CSG. And I just want to tell people, it's not too late. It's never too late. Even if you're collecting on a budget, there's still ample ways. You know, get a raw Chrome update rookie of Juan Soto. You know, if you want to submit it for grading, if you're a graded collector, if you want your cards graded, buy the raw Chrome update and get it submitted. Submit it to SGC or submit it to CSG, or I don't know when you're going to have to wait for PSA. You'll probably have to wait like until 2030. But, you know, buy that card raw, because newsflash, the quality control on 2018 Chrome update is probably some of the best that Topps has ever done in recent memory. The gem rate is very, very easy on 2018 Chrome update. So if you don't want to pay, I think a PSA 10 of that card right now is closing in on 300, even though it was like 175 or 200 like a couple months back. But buy it raw. Do that, or get the paper, get the base paper. I know you could still get that relatively cheap, or look for a different third-party grader. Look for CSG. Their stuff is dirt cheap. Try to get SGC. They're still very, very affordable. You can get one of those. So there's always different ways that you can try to get these cards into collection that won't break the bank. And other people have big money rolls, and they can just throw money at a PSA 10, you know, willy-nilly. $300 is nothing to them. Don Fillington style. It don't matter. So it's you can go any way about it. But again, I feel like whenever I talk about Juan Soto, I feel like I just keep saying the same thing. I just keep beating that dead horse. That's why the title of the video is "The Story is Old, I Know, but it goes on." And I'll probably just keep saying the same thing in regards to Juan Soto until the hobby finally gives the guy his due respect. So there's that. So finally, let's get into this care package from Jayson. It says fragile, so let's rip this bad boy open. Alrighty. He put, Ed, enjoy the cards, man. I hope you can use them. MrFisherBike, your friend Jayson. So thanks, Jayson. Appreciate it. Alrighty, I finally got the custom MrFisherBike for the YouTube PC. That is sweet. Jayson, I still have to meet you, man. One of these years, maybe AC. You can make the trip up from Florida. You're one of the people I've known for a very long time that I've yet to meet. So get on that, dude. Come to AC. But we got a die cut here of DeMarco Murray. We got Eagle Great Reggie White. Awesome card there. All-time great. Brian Westbrook from Topps Chrome. Another DeMarco Murray from Elite Series. We got Aaron Nola, who I feel the Phillies should trade at the during the offseason. Zach Wheeler. I think the Phillies are probably going to make a lot of different moves in the offseason. Dwight Smith Jr. from Heritage. This guy probably played his last season with the Phils. Andrew McCutchen in action. Don't see them bringing him back. This is a cool card with the bell. Aaron Nola. All right, we got a refractor here, numbered out of 250 of Neil Walker. I'll never forget Neil Walker. He was doing really solid for the Phillies, was crushing it, and then something happened. Something clearly happened behind the scenes, and they got rid of him. He went like 3 for 4, 2 for 4 with like a homer, and then the next day he got his bag sent packing. So something definitely happened in the clubhouse with that for that to happen, because the Phillies did not have no bench guys, and they got rid of their best bench player for whatever reason. Rhys Hoskins, that's a pretty cool photo. And we got an autograph here, Spring Fever, Clearwater, Florida, numbered out of 200 of Mike Adams, who, reliever, I think he was with the Padres. He was one of the best relievers in the game, and then I think the Phils got him. What year was it? 2000. I'm going to say it's like 2011. Oh, no, 2015. I remember he was one of the bigger signings, and unfortunately he did not pan out too well. But the Phillies have a weird track record with that. They get they get a lot of relievers, whether it be you know, the last big one was David Robinson. He was, you know, incredible for the Yankees, top line guy, and then the Phillies get him, and I think he pitched like 4 innings for us and took like 18 million from us, and now he's on. And I thought his career was over. Everyone thought his career was over, and now he's with the Rays and he's getting guys out in the postseason. It's just like, it's so maddening how that happens. Seemingly happens all the time to the Phillies with relievers, especially very good relievers on other teams. But when they come here, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But Jayson, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. You are the man. And like I said, one of these years, man, either Chicago or, you know, the National next year's in Atlantic City. Make it happen, brother. Get the drive, go up that 95, and go to the Jersey Shore to the National. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. And that's all I got for you. So just remember, there is no hierarchy in the hobby. We're all equal. So take care. Have a great one. Peace. Have fun collecting. Take care. Said that like 4 times.